Allison, we're live at the 9/11 Memorial here in Crescent Hills, where hundreds of people gathered earlier today to pay tribute to the lives lost and celebrate our heroes. Now, we're also told that this steel beam is from one of the Twin Towers. American flag draped between two fire trucks welcomed runners and walkers to this year's Tunnel to Towers 5K in Crescent Springs and Villa Hills. Vowing to never forget, the lives lost 20 years ago were heavy on the heart of many at this race, especially the 343 firefighters that died that day.
343 is more than a number. You know, when you hear that 343 firefighters died, that's a lot, but it's a number. And until you see these signs that are lined up all the way through the park, it really makes you realize the loss, the enormous loss that we had on that day.
This day is also an emotional one for firefighter Mark Wisher.
Went to the fire station, we got put on standby, and we were flown down about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We landed at Newark and crossed the tunnels into Lower Manhattan.
To honor his fallen brothers, Mark took on the race with 60 pounds of gear on. Wisher also wants to highlight the importance of Tunnel to Towers, an organization that continues to help first responders and military.
The 343 lost at Ground Zero firefighters is just a scratch. There's a lot more dying every day through the continued respiratory issues that they're experiencing.
Although this race is hundreds of miles away from New York, Fire Chief Jeff Wendt wanted to make sure people here had a piece of history to remember the nearly 3,000 lives taken on 9/11.
With the piece of steel being here and you can actually touch the steel, it's really brings it home to people that this is part of the building, that you see the video on TV but you can't really grasp it. But you see the mangled piece of steel, that it helps bring it into perspective.
Also in northern Kentucky, thousands of people gathered at Freedom Fest in Morning View, hosted by attorney Eric Dieters. This was a place for people to show their patriotism.
I think it's important for us not only to reflect, as a nation, the importance that 9/11 taught us, but also, what we can do, moving forward, right? As a nation, as one people, to unite. 9/11 taught us a lot about ourselves, a lot about this country, and it taught us a lot of, how much more that we need to grow.
If you weren't able to come and visit the memorial today, don't worry, it will be here permanently, meaning you can come and see it anytime you'd like. Live in Crescent Springs, Joanna Boris, Fox 19 Now.